ਧੰਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀਓ। ਧਰਮ ਖੰਡ ਕਾ ਇਹੋ ਧਰਮ, ਗਿਆਨ ਖੰਡ ਕਾ ਆਖੋ ਕਰਮ। केते पवन पानी बैसंतर, केते कान महेश, केते इंद चंद सूर, केते केते मंडल देश। केते सिद्ध बुद्ध नाथ, केते केते देवी वेश। केते देव दानव मुन, केते केते रतन समुंद। केतियां खानी केतियां बाणी, केते पात नरिंद। केतियां सुरती सेवक, केते नानक अंत न अंत। केतियां सुरती सेवक, केते नानक अंत न अंत। ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Thanks for listening to the parts of Pauri number 35. We discussed Pauri 34 in our last session, and today we will discuss Pauri 35. We are all attracted by materialism, and it is always in our meditation. We make all efforts to attain something materialistic. A few who want to explore eternal bliss and peace in their lives listen to Gurbani and these discussions. It is commendable that you are investing your time to learn about the truth. Those who are listening to all the sessions are aware that we usually start discussions from the ending lines because they contain the main idea of the Pauri. Guruji stated in the last Pauri that God has created the earth to practice the religion. He created nights, days, weeks and seasons, wind, water, fire and the nether regions. He placed various types of species and countless names. When Guruji talked about the judgment, he mentioned that they will be judged by their actions, not only by their performance of rituals. Performing rituals, reciting prayers, visiting religious places, and possessing artifacts is not a bad. It is a start to change our actions after practicing everything. If our actions don't change, what is the point performing these rituals? Therefore, Guruji mentioned karmi karmi hoye vichar. The actions will be judged. Guruji said, Ketiyan surti sevak kete nanak ant na ant. There are many intuitive people and so many selfless servants. Guruji addressed himself and said, "O Nanak, there is no limit when I count the intuitive people." Guruji mentioned a few names in this Pauri. He suggested that if their practice of religion is without jnana, knowledge, they remain in darkness. God has created humans. He didn't create good and bad people. They are such because of their actions. He created items. The usage of those items has changed. If I provide you with the example of water, Guru Gobind Singh made amrit from water while another person makes wine from it by mixing it with other items. The water itself is neither amrit nor wine. It is made so by people. It is the same case with us. We are neither good nor bad. We are humans. When we discuss in the Dharamkhand stage about good and bad, God has set up His court to decide Uttam and Neech. His court, justice, everything that belongs to Him is true. Our actions will be considered to judge us, make us Uttam and Neech, higher and lower, religious and irreligious. When He serves His verdict, He is not scared of anyone. He calls good as good and bad as bad. These stages are linked with each other. Dharamkhand is connected to Gyan Khand. Guru has mentioned Gyan Khand with Dharamkhand in today's Pauri. But our practice is against Guru's teachings. We are only in the stage of religion in Dharamkhand. We perform all the rituals and think that we are religious, but we are unaware of the reality of religion. We remain silent and use our hands as begging bowls, wandering naked in the forest, making pilgrimages to riverbanks and sacred shrines all over the world. We give gifts of all sorts: gold, women, horses, and elephants. We make offerings of corns, clothes, and land in abundance. We remain devoted to worship and adoration, bowing our foreheads to the floor, practicing the 6 religious rituals. We practice the 84 posture of yoga and acquire the supernatural power of the siddhas. We are also hoping then we go to Gurdwara barefoot. If you leave your shoes at Jodakar, it makes sense. But coming barefoot from home doesn't make any sense. We have a sacred bath in ice cold water, thinking that Guru will be pleased with us. I have seen the preachers bowing in front of the statues and worshipping them. We have people, those light the cremation land and they bow to Madi Masani. They also think that they are doing religious deeds. We have saints in the same practice and we bow to them. They claim that they sit next to the fire and stay in the mountains to meditate. This is all a show of religion. As we read in the last lines of the Pauri, Ketiyan Soti Sevak Kete Nanak Ant Na Ant. There are so many intuitive people, selfless servants, and it has no limit. All these practices were followed during the Guru's time, but still Guruji said that falsehood prevailed everywhere and the moon of knowledge is not visible. Kal Kati Raje Ka Sai Dharam Pankh Kar Udareya. The dark age of Kal Yuga is the knife and the kings are butchers. Righteousness has sprouted wings and flown away. Kood Amavas Sach Chandrama Disa Nahi Keh Chadya. In the dark night of falsehood, the moon of truth is not visible anywhere. How paal vikunni hui, andera ra na koi. I have searched in vain and I'm so confused in the darkness. I can't find the path. I can't find the righteousness anywhere. Because of this deceptive practice, people were hypocrite. Their all efforts remained in the darkness. Therefore, Guruji mentioned in the Bani, Gyan Hinang Agyan Puja. Without knowledge, worship is ignorance. Without knowledge, the true practice of religion remains incomplete. We are doing part worship. We are performing Akhand parts, continuous part of 51, 101 Akhand parts and rants by Kirtan. But what has been recited and chanted, no one knows about it. What is the aim for everything? No one knows. Therefore, Guruji said that the true practice of religion requires knowledge. Otherwise, there are many examples provided by Gurus. You read your scripture and recite your prayers and then engage in debate. You worship stones and sit like a stork, pretending to be in samadhi, pretending to be in meditation. With your mouth, you utter falsehood and you adorn yourself with precious decorations. You recite your 5 daily prayers. You recite your 3 lines of Gayatri Mantra 3 times a day. Around your neck is a rosary and on your forehead is a sacred mark. Upon your head is a turban and you wear long kurta, chola. If you think it is the nature of God, if it is the worship of God, if it is a religious deed, then truth is all these beliefs and rituals are in vain. We read in the Bani, Tan besantar homiya ek rati tol kataye. If I burn my body in fire and cut into pieces, Tan man samada je kari andin agan jalaye. And if I make my body and mind into firewood and night and day burn them in the fire, har naamai tul na pujai je lakh koti karam kamaye. If I perform hundreds of thousands and millions of religious rituals, still all these are not equal to the name of the Lord. Ard srir kataiye sir karvat taraye. If my body were cut in half, if I saw was put to my head, tan hamanchal galiye pi manate rog na jaye. And if my body were frozen in the Himalayas, even then my mind wouldn't be free of disease. Har naamai tul na pujai, sab dithi thok vajaye. None of these are equal to the name of the Lord. I have seen, tried and tested them all. It is a very long shabad, so I'll skip few lines to get to the point. Kete bandhan ji ke gurmukh mokh dwar. There are so many entanglements for the soul, for the mind. Only Gurmukh find the gate of liberation. Socho aur sabko upar sach achar. Truth is higher than everything, but higher still is truthful living. People worship God to ask for liberation or to seek heaven and to avoid hell. But they don't ask for blessing to become good human beings or to cultivate virtues. They claim to be religious or righteous, yet they waste their effort by focusing only on the liberation. They call themselves celibate and leave their homes, but they fail to understand the true essence of life. As mentioned in the Bani, Dharmi Dharam Karai, Gavave Mange Mokh Dwar Jati Sadave Jugat Na Jane Chhad Behe Kar Bar. Because of these practices, nothing is attained. People become arrogant because of their religious practices and state that I am very religious, no one is like me. Therefore, knowledge is required to practice religion. All their efforts are made in the darkness. It is all Gyan Hinang Agyan Puja. Because of ignorance, religious practice is incomplete. Religion is a unique lifestyle. Religion is a disciplined lifestyle. Religion shapes our lives. Gyan, knowledge, spiritual wisdom teach us to consider our actions. The practice of religion without knowledge can't help us arrive at the destination of being truthful and exploring peace and eternal bliss. The most profound examples from our lives are beautifully illustrated in Gurbani. I will share an example given by Bhai Gurdas ji in his Kabit. The oilman covers the eyes of his bullock. If you ask him why he covers its eyes, he says that when he starts his work without covering his eyes, it is difficult to make him work whole day. If oilman goes a few steps away, the bullock sees that he is far away, the stick is far away, he then stops. When his eyes are covered, it doesn't realize whether he is there or not. After making it walk once, he thinks that oilman is walking behind with the stick. The bullock walks throughout the day and thinks he will go far away and be liberated from its work. But when the oilman uncovers his eyes, the bullock sees that he is still there. जैसे बैल तेली को जानत कई कोस चलियो, नैन उकरत वाही ठाओ ही ठिकानो है. Bhai Gurdas ji has provided other examples as well. The next example of a blind person has been mentioned. जैसे जेवरी बटत आंदरो अचिंत चिंत खात जात बछरो टटोरो पछतानो है. He keeps twisting a rope without care when at the same time the calf is eating it. But when he feels for the work done by him so far, repents to know that much of it has been eaten away. The next example of a deer has been mentioned. It is not for the deer, it is for us, because we are doing same as deer does. जैसे मृग तृष्णा लो धावै मृग त्रिखावंत आवत न शांत भ्रम प्रमत हिरानो है. Just as a deer keeps running towards a mirage, but the lack of water never quenches its thirst, leaving it distressed and wandering aimlessly. तैसे सुपनंतर दिसंतर बिहाए गई पहुंच न सक्यो तहां जहां मोए जानो है. Similarly, wandering in the country and beyond, I have spent my life in a dream. I have not been able to reach where I had to go. I have failed to reunite myself with God. Our situation is also same. We have tied the eyes of our knowledge with these coverings. The coverings of ignorance. There is no knowledge, but still we keep making efforts everywhere, and it is same in religion. You might be aware of the story of Sajjan. His outward appearance was religious. He made himself look religious. Guru Nanak Maharaj provided him with the example of a bronze utensil, which is very bright and shiny, but when it is rubbed, its blackness appears. The blackness doesn't come from outside, it is inside the metal. Guruji taught us with this Shabad that outwardly everyone is religious, famous, and claims to be most kind and perfect person in the world. No one is better than me. I help everyone, but no one helps me. If you ask anyone in the world, you can't find a better person than that person. You can ask me or someone else. Everyone says that I am very kind and the best person, but people are not good. We are always the same and describe our good qualities by stating that I have helped this person or I have done this for the community. But Guruji said we perform these good tasks to hide our real evil lifestyle as Sajjan does. Guruji stated to him, Ujjal ਕਹਿਹਾਂ ਚਿਲਕਣਾ ਕੋਟਮ ਕਾਲੜੀ ਮਸ ਧੋਤਿਆਂ ਝੂਠ ਨਾ ਉਤਰੈ ਜੇ ਸੋ ਧੋਵਾਂ ਤਿਸ. Washing it, its impurity is not removed, even if it is washed 100 of times. When a person faces situations where they have to display a single quality, the inner personality is revealed. Regardless of whether it is good or bad, we have seen people who are inwardly full of poison but outwardly speak sweet words. Whatever is inside will be displayed, as we discussed, with bronze utensil that looks bright and shiny, but if you rub it, the blackness appears. This is not the true practice of religion. Unfortunately, we love this duality in lifestyle. We cherish our praise. If someone calls us a Gursikh, saint, Brahmagyani, or man of God, we love these words, don't we? However, it is a different subject whether we deserve these words or not. Pyare, remember that by saying these things to others, you will not attain these positions. You will not be a Gurmukh, saint, or religious person. We all know about ourselves. If you are not a Gurmukh, then this praise is false. This person has caused you loss because the purpose of your life is to be a truthful person, a Gurmukh or a Gursikh. But we all remain in doubt, mistakenly believing we have already attained these positions. We believe that we are elevated, united with God, close to Him, and have become His beloved. When we obtain knowledge, we will open the eyes of knowledge and realize that life has spent, but we are standing at the same place. This journey is very difficult. There are examples after examples, difficulties after difficulties. It is not an easy path. It is like climbing up the stairs. We need to make extra effort to reach at the next step. If your practice of religion doesn't elevate you, it means that you are not climbing up these stairs. It means you are in the same place. If you are not cultivating virtues, not changing your actions, no fighting against your evils, not combating lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego, it means you are not on that journey. The Guru has provided beautiful and easy examples to teach us. The easy example of a mouse has been mentioned in the Bani. Guruji compared a faithless person to a mouse. Guruji said his efforts are fruitless like a mouse. The mouse makes efforts for its entire life, ignores stocks or papers in the house. Even when we sleep, it doesn't sleep and still works hard. It continues its gnawing. When the owner of the house wakes up and sees it, he makes efforts to catch or kill this mouse. Guru Sahib gives a vivid analogy. The cynic is compared to a mouse gnawing away at a pile of papers. Just as a mouse with no understanding of the value of a paper chews it into pieces and makes it worthless, the faithless cynic person destroy their own life with ignorance. The mouse's efforts are wasted. Similarly, the sucker's pursuits in life bring no real benefit, neither to themselves nor to the world around them. Bani states, साकत की आवर्दा जाए बिरथारी, जैसे कागद के पार मूसा टूक गवावत काम नहीं गवारी. It is a lesson for us on how we, without spiritual vision, spend our energy. A mouse doesn't know the value of a paper. It treats everything the same, gnawing away without purpose. Likewise, when we don't have knowledge, we may work hard in our lives, but all our efforts are ultimately fruitless. Much like the gnawing of the mouse, we fail to produce lasting goodness, peace, and fulfillment. So, what is the message for us? Gurbani often emphasizes that the life is precious and shouldn't be wasted. We are encouraged to awaken the spiritual wisdom, to renounce the lifestyle of a sakat, and to abandon doubt, embracing the path of truth. The path of wisdom is not about mere accumulation of wealth, power, and status, but about cultivating virtues like humility, love, compassion, and selflessness. In the realm of Dharamkhand, the mind must be nurtured and elevated. Those who focus solely on gathering material wealth become like the mouse, consumed by insignificant and unwise actions. However, those who seek truth and live in harmony with divine virtues become beacons of light, illuminating the path for themselves and others. The definition of religion has been explained by Guruji. It doesn't require us to worship idols. We don't need things to please Him. What will you offer to Him? Everything is created by Him. Guruji mentioned those who were worshipped as gods. You might say that I am being religious and practicing everything and performing all rituals. But those mentioned in the Pauri were worshipped as gods. No one can be more religious than them because they embody the form of God according to Brahmins. If that were the case, then Guruji didn't need to say that religion is not visible anywhere. All are living in the darkness. Guru Nanak Pasha didn't need to say that true religion hasn't been practiced. The man-eaters say their prayers. They wield the knife and wear sacred thread around their necks. In their homes, the Brahmins sound the conch. They both have the same taste. False is their capital and false is their trade. Speaking falsehood, they take their food. The home of modesty and dharam is far away from them. O Nanak, they are totally permeated with falsehood. We read in Asa Ki Vaat every day, Manas khane kare niwaj, churi vagayan tin gal tag, tin kar brahman pure naad, ona pe aave oi saad, kudi ras, कूड़ा व्यापार, कूड़ बोल कर आहार, शर्म धर्म का डेरा दूर, नानक कूड़ रहया भरपूर. What was the reason for saying these verses? Because they were living in deception. They didn't have the knowledge about the true religion. What is Dharamkhand? This is a righteous living in the realm of Dharam. Dharam means religion, and Khand is a part. Being part of religion is the entry into Dharamkhand. Real religion, people are honored in this stage. They are considered religious because of their actions. And now we speak the realm of Gyan, knowledge, spiritual wisdom. What is the meaning of Gyan? What is the importance of Gyan in religion? When Guruji provides the example of true religion, he states that without knowledge, the religion can't be known and practiced. We read in the Bani, Kabira, Jahan Gyan Tahan Dharam Hai. The Bani is saying that without knowledge, the essence of religion can't be understood. The Bani states that where there is a knowledge, religion can be known and practiced. Guruji said, I will tell you about those who were practicing religion without Gyan. Kete Pavan Pani Basantar Kete Kan Mahesh. So many winds, water and fire, so many Krishnas and Shivas. As we know, Pavan, Pani, Basantar are believed to be semi-gods. They were considered as deities. They claim to sing the praise of God, but they were praising the God that was made by them. If religion is practiced without knowledge, then all these were practicing. Guruji spoke about so many Krishnas and Shivas. People talk about only one Krishna and Shiva, Mahesh. Guruji said that many Krishnas and Shivas were claiming to practice religion. People used to worship them, but Guruji said there were many like them. Ketiyan surti sevak kete nanak ant na ant. So many intuitive people, so many selfless servants. O Nanak, his limits has no limit. Next, Guruji said, Kete Brahme Kaart Kadiyan Roop Rang Ke Ves. So many Brahmas, fashioning forms of great beauty, adorned and dressed in many colors. We only talk about one Brahma, but Guruji said there were many like him who claimed to practice religion. There were many claiming to practice religion by fashioning various forms of God, adorned and dressed in many colors. We get confused when these words appear in the Bani. We think that Guruji talking about the worship of them, praising them and advising us to worship them. But that is not the case. Guruji talks about the praise of the Supreme Power who created everything. Guruji says in the Bani, my Lord is the Lord of the universe. You say that Brahma is the creator of the universe. If you believe in this ideology, you are not restricted. But as a Sikh of the Guru, the lesson is something else for you. Guruji talk about the Lord Master of the universe. He can't be described and his virtues are also limitless. He has created millions of Vishnus, millions of universes as places to practice righteousness. He created and destroyed millions of Shivas. He employed millions of Brahmas to create the worlds. As we read in the Bani, Kot Bishan Kinne Avatar, Kot Brahmand Jaake Dharmshal, Kot Mahesh Upaye Smaye, Kot Brahme Jag Sajan Laye, Aso Tani Govind Hamara, Baran Na Saku Gun Bisthara. The next line of the Pauri is Ketiyan Karam Bhumi Mer Kete Kete Tu Upadesh. So many words and lands for working out karma, so very many lessons to be learned. Guruji referenced all those who claim to practicing religion. If they truly follow the teaching of religion, then why was there darkness and ignorance everywhere? There shouldn't have been conflict during their times. Next is Kete in the Chand Sur Kete Kete Mandal Desh. There are so many Indras, moons, suns, galaxies and countries. We often fail to learn how to maintain our social ties with relatives and friends, yet we have been told to bow down to all objects such as moon, sun, and other deities mentioned earlier. The Lord's presence exists throughout creation. Therefore, we should treat all people with respect and love. We need to gain this understanding, which is why Gyan is essential in our lives. What is the value of knowing that there are so many moons and suns in the universe if we don't elevate our lives? This knowledge is crucial for our growth and understanding of true religious practice. Next, Guruji said, Kete Siddh Buddh Nath Kete Kete Devi Ves. Siddhas, yogis, Buddhas, many Nas and deities. Buddha's statue was established after his death. He taught his followers not to look above. Many Nas and thieves are not worshipped. Only these figures are reverent. Therefore, they adorn this lifestyle. Many Siddhas and Buddhas, many yogic masters, goddesses of various kinds were explained. Next, Guruji said, Kete Dev Dana Mun Kete Kete Ratan Samund. So many demigods and demons, so many silent sages, so many oceans of jewels. These were all explained as good. If it was the religion, it was practiced then, but still there were fights. But there are countless demigods and demons and so many silent sages who lived in deep meditation. There are vast oceans filled with jewels and treasures. All these beings and treasures, no matter how great or powerful, were presented as good. The next line is Ketiyan Khani, Ketiyan Bani, Kete Paat Narinda. It holds an important teaching. Many people believe that there are only 8.4 million life forms and that only 4 methods of creation exist, such as birth from eggs, womb, earth, and sweat. This belief comes from the traditional understanding of creation. The examples have been mentioned in the Bani, Andaj, Jeraj, Utpuj, Setaj, Tere Kite Janta, which translate to the beings born from eggs, from the womb, from the earth, from the sweat are all created by God. But Guruji expands this understanding by saying there are many more sources of creation and languages than we can understand. The diversity of life language is far beyond our limited understanding, and this has explained further in Pauri 19. Kete Paat Nrind refers to many dynasties and kings who have come and gone. They too were presented as good. If a certain religion or practice was explained, it was practiced by all. But Guruji realized that no single path is the true religion, for God's reality for beyond these man-made systems. Guruji concludes by saying, Ketiyan Surti Sevak Kete Nanak Ant na ant. There are so many who follow their intuition and serve selflessly. Yet, as Guru Nanak says, there is no limit to God's existence or knowledge. His creation and His mysteries are endless beyond what anyone can truly grasp. If I conclude today's session, Gurbani guides us to live with purpose. Life is more than just survival. It is about realizing our connection with God and aligning our action with His higher purpose. When we act like Sakat, we destroy the potential beauty of our human existence. Let us all reflect on these teachings and strive to move away from the growing mouse mentality. Instead, let us embrace the teachings of Gurbani, live in Gyan, and find the true value of our life. Bani states, Karam Pume Bovo Naam Puran Hoye Tumara Kam. In the field of karma, plant the seed of Naam, the seed of righteous actions, for only then will your effort bear true fruit. Conversely, sin is harmful and its fruit brings only pain. When one becomes entangled in sin, they develop a fondness for it, and the burden of sin continues to grow, shaping their life in negative ways. As the Bani reminds us, the path of sin only expands suffering and distance from truth. We read in the Bani, Paap bura papi ko pyara, paap lade pape pasara. Therefore, Guru advises us to abandon bad deeds and urge us to be mindful of our actions. When we are influenced by worldly pleasures and commit wrongful acts, the Guru reminds us of the consequences. He warns us that including in these fleeting joys leads us away from the true path. Bani instructs us, Jeh karani hove sharminda eha kamani reed. You have made it your habit to practice those deeds which will bring you shame. It is not a religious deed, it is not the essence of religion. May Vaheguru bless us to reach the stage of Gyan Khand, to reach the stage of spiritual wisdom. Being in this stage signifies that we are on the path of our destination. The next step involves actively working towards that goal, making genuine efforts in our lives. We will delve deeper into the topic in our upcoming session. Apology for my mistakes. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.